Hello guys, it's time for a late lunch. It's 1:35 and I'm gonna eat some watermelon and it is so sweet. Like it doesn't look sweet because it's seedless and it's like not as red, but it is so sweet and so crispy and so perfect. Like it's really hard to get a perfect watermelon, but this is by far the tastiest. Mmm. So good. And I'm so thirsty from eating all of that cooked food yesterday. But what I wanted to talk about was a compare and contrast of OMAD and the Rawfood 21-day challenge that I went on. I did OMAD for 4 months, and it really helped to heal my body so much. It really did. But the only problem was is at night I would really binge out, and I did that last night. I binged out hard, and when I went to bed my stomach was so full and I was just like, this is not healthy. So that's why I committed to doing the raw food today. So that being said, both has their pros and cons. So I'm going to try to switch it up a little bit and figure something out. Maybe do a raw till 4 type thing. I think that probably is going to be my best bet of where it's going to be leading to. Mmm. So good. So good. Raw food is so delicious. But you get sick of it after a while. I don't know what it is. So basically, I'm going to do a watermelon mukbang right now on the compare and contrast of OMAD. So I came up with a whole list of things for OMAD and for the raw food. And one of the things with the OMAD is you're more in control. You're more in control. You get to see how your body reacts when you eat the food at one time. So when you're eating food on the raw food diet throughout the day, it's kind of more sporadic and you're kind of questioning, well, was it the blah 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 I ate earlier? Was it the mangoes? Whatever. But the thing about the raw food is your stomach does not get as bloated and you don't get as, like, it's just healthier, I think, on your digestive system. But the only problem is it's just hard to do all the time. So my conclusion to the whole situation is just eat as much raw food as you can. Try to incorporate it any way you can, as much as you can, the cheapest way you can, because it's kind of expensive. That brings me to number 2, which is OMAD is a lot cheaper. I didn't eat as much food. I was so much more productive. That was another thing, as I was way more productive on the OMAD diet. Like, my house was a lot cleaner. Okay. Realistically, OMAD is a healing diet. There's no doubt about it, but the raw food was more healing. Second, because you can't eat as much like you can on the OMAD. You can literally stuff yourself full of so much food. But on raw food, you don't typically tend to engorge yourself. You know when to stop. I think it has something to do with the pineal gland and your awareness, because the raw foods do tend to decalcify the pineal gland more and open up your spiritual antenna. So, also, and then the other thing that made a big difference is on OMAD, it seems like I have better workouts on the cooked food. At first, my workouts were really great on the raw food, but then after just having the raw food, it seemed like I had less and less energy. And I think Andrew Perlow even made a video about that. And it's just the truth. It's just the truth, okay? But another thing about the raw food is you can eat more fruits and vegetables. And on OMAD, you can't really eat that many water-rich foods and be full within a 2-hour feeding window. So that kind of makes it tough, because it does typically take a while for food to go through your digestive system and then come out. So you can't just like stuff, because all the water and everything, it doesn't digest that fast to where you can really do that. But if you're eating raw food throughout the day, like you can get up and have some watermelon, and then a little while later you can have some mangoes, and then a little while later you can have some salad, and then, you know, you can even have some oatmeal at night after that. That's what I really liked to do, was to have I wanted cooked oatmeal after I had consumed all the raw food for the day. That, at night, I was like, that's what I want, is oatmeal. And for me, after being on the raw food diet for 10 days was perfect. And then there was just like the steady decline for me after the 10-day period. And that's, you know, there was a drawback on the OMAD. Within 4 months, I was like, okay, I'm overindulging. I need to stop. This is negative. So, is there a perfect diet? I don't think so. I think we just have to switch it up. We have to switch it up to keep it fresh and figure out what works for us. Because I can't eat a high-fat diet. Like, I know some YouTubers are like really into that right now. They're like really into eating these like getting up and eating an avocado in the morning, and then like eating nuts later. I mean, there is no way that I could eat like that. I would be so, ugh. Like, it just wouldn't work. I wouldn't even want to attempt it. Well, actually, I did attempt the high-fat diet. And I didn't feel good. I like having carbohydrates on a plant-based diet or vegan diet. I mean, truly, um, I really need to have carbs and fruit. I mean, who doesn't want to have fruit? I mean, fruit is where it's at. A life without fruit would be a very sad life. I remember how that was for me. I felt horrible before I went on the fruit diet and found Freely the Banana Girl. I was so sick. Like, my blood sugar was constantly feeling horrible. I was nauseous all the time. Oh, it was bad. And it was getting worse and worse and worse. I knew something was not right. And my body, I think my body was very acidic, and it seemed like I just could not get the raw food diet right. Because I kept trying to have a raw food diet without fruit. Because I'd always heard fruit's bad for you. Fruit will make you fat. Too much fruit, don't eat fruit. Don't eat sugar, blah, blah, blah. That was the mentality I grew up with. But that's not the way it is. That's not the way it works. You need fruit. And if you don't know about fruit, read the 80-10-10 book. It'll really help you out. So my house got really messy on the raw food diet, and it seemed like I just had not as much clarity of mind. I couldn't really stay focused on my projects, and I seemed a bit scatterbrained and weaker mentally. So that was a downside. My house pretty much got trashed, it seemed like basically. There were other factors that could have played into that, but I was really out of control. So that's about it. I think with the cooked food, I just need to stay more in control and not fall into that trap of just eating and eating and eating. But yeah, I think that's about it. So like, subscribe, share, leave comments down below. Tell me what you think. I hope this helps. And yeah, so OMAD and raw food for the win. What can I say? Intermittent fasting is cool, and raw food is cool. OMAD is cool. Like, veganism is rockin' solid, the best diet ever, no doubt about it. So, yeah. Peace.